Hello everyone, I am a design engineer of Huawei CloudEngine series switches. Today, I will introduce CE8860 series switches. Huawei CloudEngine 8860 series switches are next-generation switches designed for data centers and high-end campus networks, providing high performance, high interface density, low latency, and flexible cards. CE8860 series switches provide high-density 100GE, 40GE, 25GE, and 10GE interfaces and support abundant data center features. The switches are designed as core or aggregation switches for data center networks and also for campus networks, building an elastic, virtual, and high-quality network. The dimensions of CE8860 series switches are 442mm by 600mm by 88mm. The height is only 2U. A CE8860 switch can have 4 half-width cards installed and provides a maximum of 32 100GE interfaces, 64 40GE interfaces, 128 25GE interfaces, or 128 10GE interfaces. Flexible card combinations meet different requirements, providing high-density access and aggregation capabilities. A CE8860 series switch supports the following cards. With dimensions of fixed switches, CE8860 series switches have industry-leading switching performance, which is comparable to that of modular switches. CE8860 series switches support 6.4 terabits per second switching capacity and 3200 million packets per second forwarding performance. CE8860 series switches also provide powerful SDN capabilities. Using the CE8860's open system, you can run standard Linux shell scripts or load various types of third-party software on the switch, simplifying switch management and maintenance. CE8860 series switches then can be integrated into networks using SDN and cloud computing platforms conveniently. Therefore, CE8860 series switches can be widely used on data network centers, campus networks, and metropolitan area networks, providing a cutting-edge network experience. In a data center network scenario, CE8860 series switches provides GE 10GE downlink electrical or optical interfaces, 25GE 40GE downlink optical interfaces, and 40GE 100GE uplink optical interfaces. It is worth noting that 10GE SFP Plus interfaces on CE8860 series switches can function as 25GE SFP28 interfaces. If server interfaces are upgraded from 10GE to 25GE, you do not need to lay out cables again and only need to replace optical modules to support smooth upgrade from 10GE to 25GE. Similarly, 100GE QSFP28 interfaces on CE8860 series switches can function as 40GE QSFP interfaces, supporting smooth upgrade from 40GE to 100GE. With flexible combinations of different cards, CE8860 series switches can be deployed in different locations on the network. A CE8860 switch provides a maximum of 128 25GE or 10GE interfaces to support high-density 25GE 10GE server access. CE8860 switches can work as leaf switches or level 2 spine switches in a large data center. A CE8860 switch provides 32 100GE or 64 40GE interfaces and can work as a spine switch in a small data center. CE8860 series switches can work with mainstream cloud platforms in the industry, building a leading SDN network that supports automatic service delivery and visualized operations and maintenance. CE8860 series switches can work as high-performance distributed and centralized hardware gateways on VXLAN networks, facilitating flexible VXLAN network deployment. CE8860 series switches support a great number of tenants in a data center. CE8860 switches also support the standard EVPN protocol and can work with devices from other mainstream vendors in the industry, building a convenient connection across data centers. CE8860 series switches support iStack technology, achieving intra-rack, inter-rack, and inter-area high-performance stacking, even over long distances, and building an expandable and easy-to-manage data center network platform. In a campus network scenario, the CE8860 can easily undertake a campus core switch's work because of its high-density 100GE 40GE interfaces and outstanding forwarding performance. CE8860 series switches support Trill. Compared with XSTP protocols used on traditional networks, Trill uses a routing mechanism similar to ISIS, preventing layer 2 loops and speeding up network convergence. On Trill networks, data flows are quickly forwarded based on SPF and ECMP, increasing the bandwidth usage by almost 100%. In an MAN scenario, mainstream optical line terminals are connected to the MAN through 10GE uplink interfaces. CE8860 series switches provide high-density 10GE and 100GE interfaces to aggregate traffic from multiple OLTs without bandwidth oversubscription. CE8860 series switches are dual home to the brass and SR through 100GE uplink interfaces, saving brass and SR interfaces and reducing man reconstruction costs. Next, let us take a look at what benefits can CE8860 series switches bring in. CE8860 series switches allow smooth upgrade from 10GE to 25GE and from 40GE to 100GE only by changing optical modules without laying out cables again, maximizing return on investment and reducing deployment costs. CE8860 series switches support flexible combinations of 4 cards to provide abundant interface types, meeting interface rate requirements in different scenarios. With 100GE optical interfaces and high forwarding performance, CE8860 series switches lower investments when replacing some modular switches. With dimensions of fixed switches, CE8860 series switches have switching performance comparable to that of modular switches. CE8860 series switches occupy less space and consume less power. Compared with modular switches, CE8860 series switches save substantial costs during deployment and usage. CE8860 series switches support abundant data center features, achieving automatic deployment and automatic maintenance in SDN scenarios to reduce operations and maintenance costs. CE8860 switches inherit the user-defined front-to-back or back-to-front airflow design of Huawei CloudEngine series fixed switches, strictly isolating cold and hot airflow and reducing power consumption. CE8860 switches provide double power modules, ensuring power security. We believe that with such powerful performance, abundant interfaces, multiple useful features, and high energy use efficiency, CE8860 switches can completely meet your requirements on data center networks, campus networks, and MANs. For more information about Huawei CE8860 series switches, visit e.huawei.com or contact your local Huawei sales office.